Price thought it was just another quiet evening at home when she dialed 911 at 11:47 p.m. on October 15, 2019. Her voice was calm, almost casual, as she told the dispatcher about the strange noises coming from her basement. But what happened next would become one of the most terrifying 911 calls ever recorded. A 23-minute conversation that would end in complete silence and leave investigators with more questions than answers. Ruth's call is just one of the most disturbing 911 calls we're covering today, and trust me, each one will leave you questioning everything. Before we begin, a word of caution. These stories involve real people, real pain, and in some cases, real loss. Some of these calls are graphic, others psychologically unsettling, so viewer discretion is strongly advised. As always, remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date with the channel. Alright, let's start with a call that's become a grim legend in dispatcher training. A call that shows just how quickly things can go wrong. Our first story takes us back to the 1980s, though the exact date is murky. A woman named Ruth Price dials 911 from her apartment, her voice trembling as she reports a stranger lurking outside. The call starts innocently enough, a concerned citizen, a routine suspicion, but within seconds, it spirals into something far worse. Ruth's voice is frail but steady as she describes the figure.
What's the nature of your emergency?
Oh, there's some guy been checking the place out. Oh. Well, he went in the back. I have an apartment in the back, and he said he was looking for a guy. And he comes to my door and said he's looking for an apartment. So I live alone, and I'm an old lady.
She's alone, vulnerable, and the operator tries to keep her calm, but the questions come too slowly. What's your address? Can you describe them? And Ruth's panic grows. Then, a crash, the sound of glass breaking.
Where is he now, ma'am? I don't have no idea.
What makes this call so chilling is the failure at its core. The operator never got Ruth's address. Without it, help couldn't come. The call is now used in training to teach dispatchers the importance of securing location details first, but that's cold comfort. Some sources claim Ruth survived. Others say the intruder escaped, leaving her fate unknown. The ambiguity only deepens the unease. Was this real or a staged recording for training? The debate rages online, but the terror in her voice feels too raw to be fake. This call sets the tone for what's to come. It's not just the event, it's the helplessness, the moment where control slips away. Let's move to a call that's equally haunting, but for a different reason. The voice of a child, stolen in the night. April 6, 1986, Gallup, New Mexico. 9-year-old Antoinette Calladito vanishes from her home in the dead of night. Her mother, Penny, wakes to find her gone, the front door slightly ajar. No signs of struggle, no witnesses, just a little girl, taken. A year later, a call came into the Gallup 911 dispatch. A young voice, trembling, says, "This is Antoinette Calladito. I'm in Albuquerque." The call is brief, less than 30 seconds.
I'm Antoinette Calladito.
The girl's voice is desperate, almost whispering, as if she's hiding. She manages to say her name and location before an adult interrupts.
Hello? Antoinette, where are you? Antoinette? Hello?
Yelling, there's a scuffle, a scream, and the line cuts off. Penny Calladito, Antoinette's mother, listened to the recording later and was certain that was her daughter, but no one could trace the call. No one could find her. Antoinette's case is one of the most heartbreaking in missing persons history. She was never found, and the 911 call is the last tangible trace of her. What makes it so disturbing is the context. A child, abducted, reaching out for help, only to be silenced. Who was the man on the call? Was she really in Albuquerque? The questions linger, unanswered, and the recording remains a chilling artifact of a life interrupted. Online, true crime communities dissect this call endlessly. Some believe it was a hoax, but most, including Penny, hold on to it as proof Antoinette was alive, at least for a while. It's a reminder of how fleeting hope can be, and how a single call can carry the weight of an entire tragedy. September 11th, 2001, a day etched into history. Among the countless stories of loss, one 911 call stands out for its raw, unfiltered humanity. Kevin Cosgrove, a 46-year-old insurance executive, is trapped on the 105th floor of the South Tower. He dials 911, his voice thick with smoke and fear.
Mine's Cosgrove. I must have called about a dozen times already. Cosgrove. Yeah, my wife thinks I'm all right. I called her and said I was leaving the building. I was fine, and bang. Hello? Hello? We're looking at the financial center. 3 of us, 2 broken windows. Oh, God!
Kevin's call is a gut punch. He's calm at first, describing his location and the 3 of them trapped in the office. But as the smoke thickens, his tone shifts to desperation. He talks about his wife, his kids, his voice breaking. "We're young men and we're not ready to die."
Lady, there's 3 of us in this office. We're not ready to die, but it's getting bad.
The dispatcher tries to reassure him, promising help is coming. But we know what happens next. At 9:59 a.m., the South Tower collapses. The call ends in a roar of static. This call is different from the others. It's not just about one person's tragedy. It's a snapshot of a global catastrophe. Kevin's words, his love for his family, his fight to survive, make it deeply personal. Listening to it, you can't help but feel the weight of that day all over again. It's a reminder of how fragile life is, how quickly everything can change. Kevin's call has been preserved in documentaries and 9/11 archives, a testament to the human toll of that day. It's not just disturbing, it's a time capsule of grief. Our next call takes us to a quiet Texas neighborhood in 2009. Deborah Jeter, a mother of 2, dials 911. Her voice is calm, almost detached, as she tells the dispatcher what she's done.
Hill County 911, what's your emergency?
I just killed my children.
Excuse me?
I just killed my children.
Where are you?
I'm in the abandoned house on Highway 77 right after you go underneath the highway. One of them's still alive. Hurry.
Under what highway? You're on Highway 77 where?
I'm on Highway 77 right after you go under 35 going towards Milford. Get an ambulance out here to save the one that didn't die. Come on.
What's your name?
Call them. Have you already called them?
Yes, ma'am, I have. I need your name.
I don't want to say your name.
Are you in your car?
No, I'm not in my car. I'm in the house walking around. And one of them's still alive for real. She's asking to be saved, and I couldn't handle that. And so now
She's in an abandoned house at
it's
that
been a
location.
long time. She might already die because she's flat out alive. And hold on. What, baby?
77 is
Be
right.
still. What'd you say? I want to find 911. She said, please tell you to hurry.
Okay.
She's attacked her daughters, Kirsten and Kelsey, with a knife. One is dead, the other is clinging to life. Deborah's call is chilling, not for its intensity, but for its lack of it. She speaks as if discussing a minor inconvenience, not the murder of her own child. The dispatcher, struggling to process the horror, keeps her on the line until police arrive. In the background, you can hear faint moans. Kirsten, the surviving daughter, fighting to live. What makes this call so disturbing is Deborah's demeanor. How does a mother reach this point? Court records later revealed a history of mental health struggles and a bitter custody dispute, but nothing fully explains the coldness in her voice. Kirsten survived, but Kelsey didn't. Deborah was sentenced to life without parole, but the call remains a haunting glimpse into a fractured mind. This call forces us to confront the darkness within families, within people we think we know. But our next story takes us somewhere even darker, a killer who called 911 to confess his own crimes. Before we continue on, if you are enjoying the video so far, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you don't like it, let me know down in the comments. Your support truly means everything. Alright, back to the video. In the early 1980s, Minneapolis was terrorized by a serial killer named Paul Michael Stephanie, but what set him apart wasn't just his crimes, it was his calls to 911. After each murder, Stephanie would dial emergency services, sobbing, his voice high-pitched and broken, begging police to catch him. They called him the weepy-voiced killer.
Fire emergency.
Please don't talk, just listen. I'm sorry I killed that girl. I stabbed her 40 times. Kimberly Compton was the first one over I don't know what's the matter with me. I'm sick. I'm gonna kill myself, I think.
Where are you?
I'm just gonna... if somebody dies with a red kid on, it's me. I killed both of you. I'm sorry. I'll never make it to heaven.
Calm down. Calm down.
Stephanie's calls are a psychological puzzle. He'd stab his victims, young women, often vulnerable, then call 911, overwhelmed with guilt, but he never turned himself in. One call, after the murder of 18-year-old Kimberly Compton, captures him crying, "I can't stop myself. I keep killing." The dispatcher tries to keep him talking, but he hangs up, disappearing into the night. What makes these calls so unsettling is the duality. Stephanie wasn't a cold, calculated killer. He was tormented, but not enough to stop. His voice, raw and emotional, contrasts with the brutality of his actions. It's like listening to a man at war with himself and losing. In 1982, he was caught after a surviving victim identified him. He confessed to 3 murders and 2 attempted murders, dying in prison in 1998. Stephanie's calls are a rare glimpse into a killer's mind, but they raise more questions than answers. Was his guilt real or a performance? We'll never know, but the sound of his voice, cracking with tears, is something you can't unhear. March 10, 2017, Naperville, Illinois. A 911 call comes in from Anjum Coughlin. Her voice is weak, laced with pain. She's been shot by her husband, Randall Coughlin. So have their twin daughters, Brittany and Tiffany. Randall is still in the house, and the call captures the aftermath of a family destroyed.
Ma'am, what address are you at? Ma'am, where are you at? Ma'am, I can help you, but I need to know where you are. Ma'am, I can help you, but I need to know where you're at.
Please call 911, please. I can't remember my address.
Okay, could it be 450 South 1st Street?
450 South 1st Street? Yes.
Okay, what apartment?
Call ambulance. Call ambulance.
Okay, we're getting them headed that way. What apartment are you in?
406. My girls are dead.
406? Okay, stay on the phone. I mean, you're getting them headed that way. We're going to be on our way. Don't hang up, okay?
Oh my God! My God!
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to talk to the medics. Don't hang up, okay?
I'm gonna talk. My God. I'm gonna...
Anjum's call is devastating. She's injured, bleeding, and grappling with the loss of her daughters. The dispatcher keeps her talking, but the weight of her words is crushing. Randall, after shooting his family, turns the gun on himself. The call ends with police arriving, too late to save Brittany and Tiffany. Anjum survives, but her life is forever changed. This call is a stark reminder of family annihilations, cases where a loved one destroys those closest to them. Randall's motives were tied to financial stress and a failing marriage, but nothing justifies the loss. The call's raw grief, Anjum's struggle to speak through her pain, makes it one of the hardest to listen to. Online, this call is rarely shared in full due to its intensity, but those who've heard it describe it as a punch to the soul. It's a story of love shattered by violence, and a mother's voice carrying the weight of unimaginable loss. In an undated case, a 6-year-old girl named Lisa Floyd dials 911. Her stepfather is abusing her mother, and Lisa's voice, trembling but determined, tells the dispatcher everything.
What's going on?
They're having a fight because this has been going on forever and ever.
What's his name? What is his name? Your father's name?
Pierre.
Pierre?
Yeah.
What's his last name?
I don't know, but I think his
Is he
name
white, black, or Hispanic?
is black.
He's your father?
He's my stepfather.
Okay, how old is he?
I don't know, but he's hurting Mommy.
How's he hurting her?
You made his Mommy.
Okay, don't cry. We're going to send the police.
Okay.
Okay, now where's your mother at right now?
She's in the room fighting with them.
Lisa's call is heartbreaking. She's too young to fully understand what's happening, but old enough to know she needs help. The dispatcher, clearly affected, tries to keep her calm, asking for her address and reassuring her. But the fear in Lisa's voice, the chaos in the background, paints a vivid picture of a home in crisis. What makes this call so disturbing is Lisa's vulnerability. She's a child, thrust into the role of protector, calling 911 because no one else can. This wasn't her first time. She'd called before, a detail that underscores the cycle of abuse. The call has been used in training and awareness campaigns, but specific details about the outcome are scarce. This call reminds us of the silent victims, children who witness violence and carry its scars. Lisa's courage, her small voice in the dark, is both inspiring and devastating. Our final call is one of the most chilling. Checkingson Sinclair dials 911 to confess a horrific crime. He's killed his pregnant wife and their unborn child.
Hi, 911. Do you need the police or the ambulance?
Yes, ma'am. I need a police.
To what address? What's going on there?
A murder has been committed.
A murder has been committed? By who?
By me, ma'am.
By you?
Yes, ma'am.
Who did you murder?
I murdered my wife.
When?
Around 7 this morning.
Okay, what's your name?
Checkington Sinclair.
Checkington?
Yes.
Is she still there?
Yes, she's still here.
What did you kill her with?
I killed her with the gun. I shot her in the head. We got into an argument, and she came at me with the knife. I felt like I could defend myself. She was just going to attack me with the knife.
His voice is calm, almost conversational as he tells the dispatcher what he's done. Sinclair's call is a study in contrasts. His tone is detached, almost robotic, while the dispatcher's voice betrays her shock. There's no screaming, no panic, just a man admitting to an unthinkable act. The call ends with police arriving and Sinclair is arrested, later charged with the murders. What makes this call so unsettling is the absence of emotion. How does someone confess to such a crime so calmly? It's a glimpse into a mind we can't fully understand, and that unknowability is what lingers. The loss of a mother and her unborn child only deepens the tragedy. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then check out these videos on the screen now. If you have a topic suggestion, please send it to the email in the description. And as always, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And remember, the only thing stranger than these stories is missing out on our next video.